How is the going, guys? Mutemo here, back again with another video. So guys, in today's video I'll be doing things differently. I downloaded this for amazing image from Pinterest, and today I decided to do a tutorial with it. So guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video to your friends. So guys, no further ado, let's edit this amazing image. The first thing I need to do, I like the lighting on the image. I like everything on this particular image. So what I need to do, I need to just increase the shadows slightly, and let me reduce the blacks slightly. And I like the color, everything on the image. So let's proceed and open this in Photoshop. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do, I need to clear the skin or remove the blemishes, and I'll use different tools. I'll use this tool right here, and also use the clone stamp tool, and also use the patch tool. And let's start with this tool right here. The first step is Control J once, and let's zoom in our image slightly, and let's start removing the blemishes. So guys, I'll fast forward this process and see you after I'm done with the blemish removal. Welcome back. I'm back after removing all the blemishes. You can see before and after. The next thing I'm going to remove these black spots, and I'll term those as shadows. So what I'll go to my actions and run the micro dodge and burn. So I come to my actions and run the micro dodge and burn action, and then I'll open my action, pick a soft brush and select the dodge, but I need to see the imperfections perfectly. So I'll go back to my actions and run the invert check layer. Now with this invert check layer, I'll be able to see the blemishes perfectly, and if I need to see the shadows perfectly, I'll right click on the levels. I'll right click on the levels and then right click inside and move the midtones this way slightly so that I can see the shadows perfectly, and I'll proceed with micro dodge and burn. Make sure it's a very soft brush, opacity at 100 and flow at 1%, and zoom in your image, and let's start perfecting these imperfections right here, and see you in a bit. Guys, again, I'll fast forward this and see you in a bit. Yeah, so guys, welcome back. I feel so far I'll you can see my at the level where my image is at. If I could show you the before and after, before let me put just all this in a group and show you before and after I've done blemish removal and some slight micro dodge and burn. So before and after, before and after, before and after. Now guys, the next thing I need to do frequency separation. And you can see my image is a 16-bit image, and we'll use the 16-bit we'll use the 16-bit image method to do frequency separation on this specific image. So I need to create a merge layer with everything we have done down here. So Control Shift Alt and T to create a merged layer. So I need to duplicate this twice. Control J again. Let's call this texture. Sorry. Texture. Let's rename this color. So I'll disable the texture there. Let's then select the color layer. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's give it this a value of, say, yeah, I guess 18. That looks 15. A value that makes sure the blemishes are not that much seen. Let's give it a 10 and then say OK. Enable the texture layer, then go to image, apply image, select the color layer, add channel RGB, blending mode add, opacity 100, scale 2 and offset of 0, and make sure you select invert because our image is a 16-bit image. Then say OK. Change this to linear light, and let's create a black and white on top of this. Okay, I'll start by blending the forehead. So I rotate my images this way so that I can be able to retouch it perfectly. I'll continue as I disable the black and white and see how much I've done so far. Put this in a group, G and C, before and after, before and after. I have to do that so that I can see how much I've done so far on my image. That's looking very nice so far. I like the textures and the colors remaining, how everything is blending perfectly on my image. Before and after, before and after. So guys, any remaining blemish, I'll remove them immediately I'm done with the frequency separation. So bear with me. I like how my image is looking. If I could show you before and after, before and after. The next thing I'm going to do, I need to remove the blemishes, which really didn't come out after we did frequency separation. But what I need to do, I need to let me just make sure every part of the image is well retouched. So just blur this perfectly so that when I remove the remaining blemishes, my image will look really amazing. I don't want my image to look like it's overdone. I just want it to have the remain with the perfect texture and the amazing colors. Yes, that looks nice so far. Now guys, what I need to do, I need to remove the remaining blemishes so that my image looks extremely clean. There are two ways you can do that. One, you can either use a clone stamp tool on the eye texture, but what I'm going to do, I need to create a new merge layer. So Control Shift Alt and E, and then I'll pick this spot healing brush tool and then come back to my image and just clean as many remaining blemishes as possible. Yeah, and guys, I'll see you immediately I'm done removing the remaining blemishes. This looks really nice. What I need to do right now, I need to do some dodge and burn. Now I'll go to my actions and then run the dodge and burn action, global dodge and burn action. Go to my action and then let's create a layer that will enable us to see the highlights and the shadows perfectly. So new adjustment layer, then black and white. Reduce the red so that you can see the highlights and the shadows perfectly. Pick your brush, make sure it's a very soft brush. Flow at 1% and let's dodge on the perfectly. Let's burn this area like this. Looks nice. Dodge this area like this. Let's burn this area with this. Awesome, that's looking really nice. Let's burn this area like this. Let's dodge this area like this. See the before and after, before, after, before, after. I like how my image is looking. Anyway, so guys, at that point, I feel my image is looking nice. The next thing I need to do, I need to color grade this image. So I'll go to my new adjustment layer, then select gradient map. And then I need to select the photo legacy gradient, then select photographic toning. And I'll select this color right here. I'll change the blending mode to soft light, and then I reduce the opacity to as low as possible. I think at that point my image is looking nice. So what I need to do now, I need to create a black and white layer, and let's change the blending mode of these two, multiply, and reduce the opacity as low as possible. Yes, I like how it's looking. and then go to my color balance, and let's push the reds this side slightly, and let's push the blues on this side. Let's go to the highlights, to the shadows. Let's push the blues to this side slightly, like that. And let's push the shadows. Let's push this. Let's push the cyans to this side like that, to just get the perfect melanin skin tone. I like how that looks so far. I just want to perfect it to make sure it looks amazing. I like how it's looking right now. Let's push it like that. Yes, I like that. And before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Let's reduce the gradient map slightly, so that we have our amazing skin tones. So guys, that's all. The last thing I need to do, I need to make my image glow, and I'll just need to put all this in a group. Control G, and I create Control Shift Alt and T to create a match layer, and then go to curves, select curves, then select color range. Then I'll select the brightest part of my model skin. Let's reduce the fuzziness so that it's only limited to some specific part of my models, on these models skin. Okay, I'll make sure selection preview, it's at quick mask, and then some bold colors, then say okay, and then I'll push my brush, my graph up like this, and then I right click right here, and then select the underlying layers, and then let's push this to this side slightly, and then press Alt in your keyboard, then click in the middle right there, push this to this side and push this to this side, and that looks amazing. Just reduce the opacity so that you see the results perfectly. Let's now put everything in a group and see the before and after. So guys, we are done with this tutorial, but before I close, let me show you the before and after. This is how my image looked before I brought it to Photoshop, and this is how my image looks after I've edited it. So guys, if you really like this video and you learned a thing or two, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video, and don't forget to like, guys.